Good evening, or not, there we are. All right, good evening. Is that coming through there? I have 7 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and call to order the July 10, 2025 Shelby County Board meeting. You stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to meet tonight. We pray that you guide us in making strong decisions for our county. I want to also pray for comfort for some families in our county. That there was a tragedy a year ago today of 3 young girls, and people are still suffering. And I would like you to wrap your arms around them and give them comfort. I would also like to pray for the victims of the flooding, the families, the first responders, the scenes that will stay with them. I pray for comfort. I also pray that we can remember before we are Republicans, before we are Democrats, before we are independents, we're human beings, and we need to treat each other respectfully as human beings. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Teresa Bang.
Present.
Tim Brown.
Here.
Carol Cole. Here. Julie Edwards. Chrissy Grant. Here. Jeff Gregg.
Here.
Clay Hardy.
Here.
Heath McCormick. Christine Matlock. Here. Tad Mayholm.
Here.
Tricia Miller.
Here.
James Mitchell. Tim Morse.
Here.
Gene Price.
Here.
Austin Pritchard.
Here.
Sonny Ross. Larry Seifert.
Here.
Don Haig. Christy Wofford. Here. Brett Wallace. Steve Wood. Chad Yanis.
Here.
We have 4, I believe. We have 4.
Okay, thank you. Item 3, approval of the minutes from June 12th. Motion of Ms. Miller, second Mr. Yantis. Any questions or discussion on the minutes from June's meeting? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item 4, public body comment. Public body comment? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'd like to. On Friday, June 13th, I spoke with Gwen Helton and Tad Brackbill and asked them if they would like to make a public statement regarding the deposits of county money into the local banks. I told them I would read any statement at the next board meeting, and I will read those now. I'll read them in the order that I received them. Gwen Helton responded, "While we appreciate and understand the desire for the county to receive higher interest rates on its deposits by placing funds with the state of Illinois, please be mindful of the fact that depositing taxpayer dollars in local community banks creates an economic multiplier effect on our local economy. The funds the county places on deposit with the area banks are used to provide loans to help local businesses expand and hire more employees, farmers to purchase equipment, seed and fertilizer for the growing season, and other county residents to purchase goods and services. This reinvestment circulates money within the community and boosts economic activity, which contributes to the financial health of Shelby County. In sum, it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition, and there is certainly value in both approaches by keeping some deposits local while taking advantage of higher interest rates offered by the state." Tad Brackbill responded from First Fed, which I believe Mr. Mayhall received the same response. "On behalf of the Board of Directors and employees of First Federal, we would like to thank the County Board for the opportunity to serve you over the years. As a community savings bank, we not only pay interest on your deposits, but we also reinvest your local money. These deposits directly fund loans for residents and businesses, which creates jobs and fosters economic growth. Community banks are vital to the local economy, as many small businesses and consumers are unable to obtain financing from larger national and regional banks. Reducing deposits in any local bank would directly reduce the funds available to lend, which limits growth and would reduce the county tax base. As a Shelby County business ourselves, we are deeply invested in our community's success. We are also a mutually owned savings bank, which means we do not have stockholders. We are owned by our customers. We regularly donate to Shelby County schools, events, and charitable groups to further our mission of doing what is best for our stakeholders. We urge you not to ignore the compounding benefits of banking locally and reinvesting in the people of Shelby County. Additionally, our deposits are 100% secured with no risk of loss of principal, and we have competitive rates for investable funds as well as transactional and segregated funds. Thank you for the opportunity to serve the county, and we look forward to continuing our relationship. Per these statements, it seems clear that the removal of county deposits would not benefit the taxpayers of Shelby County. Currently, we have $4,300,324.57 in CDs in local banks that is earning a higher rate than Illinois funds. My hope is that the county board, being responsible for managing the budget and the levy for the county, will put to rest the false narrative that I am not earning interest on county money, or that we could be making so much more money with Illinois funds, because that is simply not true. Thank you. Go ahead.
Public body comment? Yes, ma'am.
So I just have some thoughts on the dive team forensic audit. I understand that it was voted on by the full board to perform this forensic audit with 4 dissenting votes. And I'm curious to know why, after we paid Benford and Brown thousands of dollars to do our county audits, and they were miserable failures at it, why they were contacted to perform a forensic audit, which they're not certified to do. I'm sure you're all aware, auditors have to be certified to do forensic audits, and Benford and Brown is not. Okay? So I'd like to know why they were paid $15,000 to do a forensic audit on our dive team when they're not qualified to do so. That's one question I have. And I find it a little disconcerting that a board member was overheard after the last meeting admitting that he or she had voted on that forensic audit without even reading what was in it. I understand that there was some verbiage that had absolutely nothing to do with any type of an audit. From my understanding, it was just more slams on things that have happened in the past that we put in the past and uncalled for in an audit. So I just think that it would be beneficial if everyone would be aware of what they're voting on before they vote yes to pass something. I think as elected officials, you owe that to your constituents to be knowledgeable of what we're voting on. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Public body comment? Public body comment? Public body comment. On to item 5, which is the county highway report. Discussion and vote to approve a 50-50 petition with Clarksburg Township Highway Commissioner to replace a failing pipe with 2 36-inch by 40-foot metal pipes. Estimated costs are $8,764 and will be shared equally between the township and the county. Have a motion on that. Mr. Morris, second. Ms. Payne. Anything to add, sir?
I don't. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Pappendorf? Any comments in general? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Bain,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hardy,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhaw,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Seibert,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 6, discussion and vote on approval of increases in the salaries of the state's attorney, public defender, and sheriff based on the notice of annual salary reimbursement, COLA, for the Department of Revenue, 55 ILCS 5/3-4007. Raises are retroactive to July 1st of 2025. The state's attorney, $169,865.81. Public defender of $152,879.23, and sheriff's $135,892.65. I have a motion on this item, please, Ms. Miller. I have a second. Mr. Pritchard, any questions, discussion? Yes, sir.
Does anybody have a percentage increase that these numbers represent?
What was attached to the read ahead material was 6.1.
Thank you.
Is that standard? 6.1, is that what everybody's getting? 6.1?
The state determined that.
Pardon?
It comes from the state. We don't have any control of that. These are mandated things.
Any questions? Roll call vote, please.
Bain,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Edwards,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hardy,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhaw,
Yes.
Miller, yes, Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Seibert,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 7, discussion and vote to surplus a 46-inch, 20-horsepower Toro that is 15-plus years old mower for animal control. Note, this used to be a mower that had been donated to animal control over 10 years ago, excuse me, and not purchased with county funds. That motion on this item. Mr. Gregg, Ms. Bing, any questions? If you've seen the mower, it's well in need of disposal. Any questions or comments? I see none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item 8, discussion and vote to surplus a 1981 International VIN number 1HTAA17 VXBHB 24706, used by the Shelby County Rescue Squad. Also of note, county funds were not used to purchase the vehicle, which was $1. I have a motion on item 8. Ms. Miller, Mr. Gregg. Any questions on this?
Did the title get straightened out with this truck?
Yes, sir.
Did I hear a truck? This is a 1981 International pickup truck?
Is it a pickup?
No, it's not a pickup truck. It's like a international, maybe like a 5500 series or a 6500 series. It's a bigger truck.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I see none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item 9, discuss and vote to allow the rescue squad to work with Public Safety Committee to determine how to dispose of the 1981 International, which is willing to accept bids or to scrap. Motion on this. Ms. Brownbaugh. Mr. Morse, any questions? I see none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item 10, committee reports.
I've got a short update from the coroner that she sent me. During the month of June, starting June 1 through 6/25, they handled 17 death calls, met with families to go over preliminary autopsy reports, handled many other coroner office related calls, continued to organize the office, finally seeing all the lights at the end. She's finalizing the job descriptions, medium policy, and on-call policy with approval will be implemented, hopefully. She wanted to do it this month, but Ruth's not here and stuff, so we pushed it off another month. And she's coming up with pay structures for the others that work for her and stuff. So I look for us to get read-ahead material before next month's meeting, to look at ahead of the meeting. So if we have any questions, Ruth and her can both be here.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I talked to Steve at the health department today to see if he had any updates. He wanted me to let everybody know, sorry I'm reading this off my text, because, that they had applied for a competitive maternal child health grant with the Department of Human Services called Better Birth Outcomes. And it's a comprehensive program, and it was awarded and fully funded at $185,000 beginning July 1st, 2025. And that is an increase in $85,000 from the prior family case management program grant that has ended. And then I also wanted to mention that August 7th at 9 a.m. starts Shelbyville High School, at the Shelbyville High School cafeteria starts the sports physicals. And students can attend, any student can attend as long as they register ahead, he said.
Anybody else? Any reports? Okay. Item 11, chairman appointments. Discussion of vote to approve Mental Health 708 Board, Sean Collins, to replace Dick Lodian, which term is to expire 1/30 of 2030. That's on this, please. Ms. Miller, second. Ms. Matlock. Any questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item 12, chairman updates and correspondence. I do have information here that I will give to the clerk to be scanned and sent. One of which is the letter that was emailed to us and then also just read aloud from First Fed. The other is a list of the county deposits at First Fed with their appropriate just nomenclature as well as our function group, account numbers, interest rates, and balances. So I will provide that to Jessica to be disseminated to the board. I also have a thank you card here. Shelby County board members, thank you for your ongoing support of the Illinois Extension in Shelby County. Your investment helps us bring programs and learning opportunities to people across the county. We truly value your partnership and look forward to what this next year holds. Sincerely, Jesse Street. And I believe that's all I had. Thank you. All right. Item 13, any old business?
Dad, I just have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's been some discussion about the credit card policy that we just passed. Can you give, for clarification, an instance where a board member would need to apply for a county credit card? Did you discuss this before I came in?
No,
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, when that policy, the purpose of the policy was just to correct some language, shorten it up a little bit. Did you get that mailer? I think we talked about it last meeting. You all get that newspaper that's, what is it, Illinois County Board members or something. There was an invitation to all of us, if we wanted to, they could send, I believe it was up to 3 board members to Pennsylvania to a national meeting. And the reason that was put in the policy was so, for instance, if one of us or a man and 2 women went, and they'll say someone doesn't have a credit card, if one of us went, they would be able to apply for the card to the clerk's office before they would go. They would have at least that with them to present at the hotels and stuff, because many times to get the hotel or the government rate, you've got to have a government issued card, and you also have to present a credit card at the desk to confirm your reservation. So the only intention was if there was an issue where we needed to go away to training or something, we would have the ability to use the card from here, just like an employee would need to if they went on a trip, and then the card would be returned. So it wasn't for everybody to have their
individual
card.
board member. It was like,
Yes, yes, and it would have our individual name on it, if we needed to do that, because I don't think I'd be comfortable going to Pennsylvania for 4 or 5 days and carrying a cash. You know, it's a little more helpful to have a government-issued card when you're going to a government conference, so that was the intention.
yeah, that was just for clarification.
Yeah.
Any other old business? Okay, moving on to 14, approval of payments and claims. Got a motion to approve payments and claims, please, Ms. Payne, Mr. Yantis. I am going to go ahead and amend the claims because you guys approved some bills the other night for the water project. Closer. So I met with the management teams from the different entities working on the EJ water project that we approved, I believe, last month. And it was decided, and they were able to facilitate it with the grant provider, that EJ Water will front the money as we go, and then they will reimburse us, we will reimburse them. So rather than us cut a check from county funds and then have to rely on the money to come back from the grant provider, EJ Water will pay up front, and then we are still a pass-through for the money, so they will send us the check. We will send EJ Water and reimbursement for that. So it takes the burden off of us. It also takes us out of the loop of using county funds, of the general fund, to pay for something and then wait 30, 60 days for reimbursement in this process. So I don't know if you have that on top of your head. Checks over, I know there's quite a few.
Actually, there's just one,
There's
but it's
just
like
one.
$600,900.
Yes, it is a large amount. So I'm going to make the motion to remove the check for the water project.
I'll second that motion.
Any questions on the motion and second to remove that? Any clarification I need to make on that topic? Okay. All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Great, thank you. All right, now back to the original, the payment of claims as amended. Any questions, comments on or finance? On things?
No, I think we did pretty smooth this month.
Okay. Okay, seeing none? Roll call vote, please.
Bain,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Bull,
Yes.
Edwards,
Yes,
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Hardy,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhall,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Seifert,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Ennis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Item 15, public body comment. Public body comment? Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to thank you all for the work that you've done since you all took oath last December. I know there were several dollars of ARPA funds that had to be obligated by the end of the year. The previous board couldn't find their way to do that. And I was looking over the list from the December 12th and the December 19th meetings last year. And you guys did a great job obligating that money. You've not only set money to make repairs to the courthouse. Our courthouse looks like the grand lady she should look like now. When you drive up that hill, when you're coming into town and you see this beautiful building that we're preserving for future posterity, it's awesome. The equipment that we purchased to help the highway department, the animal control department, our rescue squad, our first responders, the sheriff. And I'm just thinking off the top of my head because I don't want to flip through all these pages. The probation office. It takes also the burden off of future monies that we would have to spend for those things by obligating them for things that needed to be done now. So that was so fiscally responsible, and thank you so much. You guys went in and got the negotiations with the union completed, which were supposed to be done last year and weren't. And you're just making really good things happen for this county. And I want you to know that people do know this, and we do appreciate it. And we appreciate all of you who are working to make our community the best place it can be. Thank you.
Thank you. Public body comment? Public body comment? Public body, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to say real quick, you and I got a letter from Scott about an incident that happened at the spillway on top of the dam the other night. And, I just want to say how blessed we are with the groups that we have. And he talked about how well they work together, and we had a positive outcome. Someone possibly wanted to harm themselves, and they climbed over a barrier. And the Sheriff's Department, the local PD, the rescue, the dive, the Corps of Engineers, and Scott surmised it by saying, it was a positive outcome, and all of those folks, they work well together, and I just want to say we're blessed to have the group of people that we have in this county.
Thank you. Before I go on, you reminded me of something, and I probably should have provided that in my update. So I mentioned last month that the following day of the meeting, I was going to meet with city officials, Mr. McKee, hospital, and some others regarding ambulance. And it was a good meeting. I think we were there probably an hour and a half. And there was just a lot of discovery between the entities on finding shortfalls and gaps on where we could be a little bit better in response. And again, I think the hospital and the ambulance service was able to connect really well and facilitate a lot of that amongst themselves. We learned a lot of lessons, especially from getting some insight from city PD on what they do, and I'm sure the sheriff's office also has their fair share of stories of where they provide some assistance in those situations. But Mr. McKee is also now, as a result of those conversations, assessing the county emergency management overall, right? So we have some directives that we're following, and there's been a committee that's been formed, but is also looking at what do we stand as far as emergency response on either a mass casualty event, right? Just a major event to where we might end up tasking our emergency services in different parts of the county that require additional assistance. And so he is working with the ambulance providers, the fire chiefs, to get some data so he can help facilitate what that could look like within the county, and then try to help provide solutions through the different providers, and however we can help enhance those services. We'll try to provide whatever resources we can to do that. But I appreciate everything that Mr. McKee has done to this point to assess that and look at every corner of the county on how we can help facilitate better response times and better services and access to first responders. So thank you for that reminder. Public body comment. Public body comment? Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick one. In my prayer, I mentioned the Texas flood victims, and I am grateful that we have a dive team, because swiftwater rescue was so important to save people there. I don't know how many times I turned on the news and listened to swiftwater rescue, and I'm grateful that we have that in our county, because you never know. I'm sure those people went to bed that night not realizing what was going to happen. And so I am grateful that healing is taking place in our county, because we need our teams. And I'm thankful for them. And that's my comment.
Thank you. Public body comment? Public body comment.
That's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
question. Actually, it's to Jessica. When is the first day to pick up petitions for?
August 5th. I've notified the party chairs, but August 5th is the first day to pick up petition packets, and the filing period is October 27th through November 3rd. I also have that posted on the county website, but I don't have the packets together yet, so.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn. Ms. Bain, Mr. Miller with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned at 7:30.
All right.